Hey guys, it's not gonna be a singing video this time. It's just gonna be a video. I wanted to share an experience with you guys that I recently had to go through. It was about a month ago, and it's actually kind of heartbreaking. And if you've had if you've experienced what I'm about to tell you, I think you'd understand. Before we start, this is Zebo the Zippo. He's a pyromaniac, alcoholic, stoner. Don't ask. But this video is going to be about the miscarriage I had to go through. I'm going to start it off at the beginning. I met this guy, and his name is, let's keep his name out of it. It might slip a few times in the video, just, if you know him, you know him. I met him. It's actually a long story how I met him, but we hung out at the seniors night pep rally. We're not seniors, but we went anyway. And I dared him to, I bet to him that he wouldn't kiss me under the fireworks. He did, and the next night was homecoming night. We didn't go, but me, him, and this old friend of mine, we hung out at the park. We were sitting at the slide, and we kissed a few times, and I told him, "Fuck it, be mine." And he was like, "I thought I already was." And since then we would hang out every single day. We would hang out every single day, and I found out he wasn't the kind of guy I wanted to be with. I mean, at first I didn't care. I was willing to accept him for who he was. He would flirt with all these other girls and just not give a crap about anything I said. 3 months passed into our relationship, and no, 2 months passed into our relationship, and I know it seems fast, but he proposed to me. I still have the ring. It's actually in that right there, that music box. It's a jewelry box that my dad gave me, but then a couple weeks later we decided we were gonna try to have kids. I know I'm young, don't judge me, and don't post any comments because I really don't post any negative comments because I won't care. But he decided, or we decided to try for a kid. We tried and succeeded, and a month passes, and we're 3 months together, and I'm 4 weeks and 3 days pregnant. And I went to this place called House of Hope, great place here in El Paso. Very loving and very warm environment there. But when we went, it was just me and my mom. His parents didn't know yet, and I guess they still don't know. And me and my mom went, and we did an ultrasound, and even though it was very, very small, like probably like this tiny, we saw a little floating black dot, my baby. I didn't think I could ever be happy like that. Then about 2 weeks later, I was experiencing what I thought was spotting. And for those of you that know, when you're spotting, when you're pregnant, it's normal. But this didn't look normal. My mom said it was, so I took her word for it. And so on a Saturday, I went to lunch with him and his older brother. and I went to the bathroom because I was experiencing some cramping, and I went there and it was just heavy. I'm sorry to gross you guys out, but just heavy bleeding. And that's when I knew something was wrong. So I called my mom and I was crying. I was on the phone with her. And I asked her to make an appointment. She said she didn't think she needed to. It was perfectly fine. And again, I took her word for it. I told CJ about it, and he told me just to keep an eye on it. And I said, I know, I will. And I did. I was bleeding for 3 days straight. And just one night I was experiencing just hard, like somebody was reaching down my throat into my stomach and just yanking, like just pulling at my ovaries area, just all through my stomach. And I was crying, and it was late at night, and my mom brought me to, and keep in mind I'm still bleeding, my mom brought me to the hospital. They told me that, like, hours passed, they drew my blood, probably stayed there until 4, I think, in the morning, 4 or 5 in the morning. And I fell asleep, and my mom, I heard the doctor and my mom talking, but didn't hear exactly what they were saying because I was out of it. I was asleep. And when I woke up, I asked my mom what the doctor said. Sorry. The doctor had told my mom that my body had a spontaneous abortion. That the baby had a heartbeat, because on the 21st day of pregnancy, the baby has a heartbeat. And I know you can't hear it till the 6th, 7th week, but the doctor said my baby's heartbeat was just weak. As you can hear, this is one of the reasons why. But its heartbeat was really weak because I'd been sick, and I was sick during the pregnancy, and the infection that I have got to it, and it couldn't hold on any longer, so it was weakened and just heart died. My doctor, like I said it was a spontaneous abortion. Now, I'm not for abortion. I mean, I have nothing against girls who do it because it's their choice, it's their body, but it's not for me. And 2 days after that, when I had told my fiance that I miscarried, he told me that he needed to come to my house. He needed his hat back. So I thought, okay, he's getting his hat back. And I know this isn't the topic of the miscarriage story, but this is just part of it that just made it worse. So he came to my house with that same old friend that I told you about in the beginning, and she's downstairs. She's looking for something to drink, and he's upstairs for a really long time here in my room. And I come upstairs like, what are you doing? Because I see a pile of all of his things on my bed. And he said that he just shook his head, and I asked, what are you doing? And he had told me, this is it for us. And my heart jumped into my throat, and I was still bleeding. Remind you that I was still bleeding. And I had said, why? And he goes, there's nothing left for us. And I begged him for about 15 minutes to stay with me. I'll do anything. I was head over heels for him. And he's actually the taller, the guy in the wife beater shirt in one of my other videos. Him and my friend Mondo are wrestling in my brother's room. But he's the taller one with the boots, with the like tannish yellow boots or whatever, and muscle shirt. The more Mexican looking one. But anyway, he had left me 2 days after my miscarriage.